Hi there. So I have a fun unboxing today. I decided to resubscribe to the Allure beauty box this month because I really enjoyed what was in this box, and in particular, I was really curious about the Yves Saint Laurent lip product. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like something between like a lipstick and a lip balm. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. All right, so this is everything in the box. And I will admit, this is probably the main reason that I got this box is this Yves Saint Laurent product. But I am interested to see some of these other things as well. But let's go ahead and open this up first. And this is in shade 44, which I believe is Nude Lavalliere. So this is a really pretty, kind of hefty packaging. This feels nice. Or I don't know, this part is a little bit plasticky, but the rest of this feels very hefty. So I was a little bit worried that this might be a little bit too warm toned. I'm very cool toned and most things tend to run warm on me. So let's see. Oh, that's looking it's like a nude pink on me. Looks pretty nice. I'm not sure if I have anything I can compare this to. So I have a few tint-like things that might be able to compare, but I don't think that they're really going to compare. Like overall, these are kind of different products. Yeah, so that's a lot more vivid and cool toned. This is the Ulta Beauty lip stain in the pink color. And then this is the popular Etude Dear Darling Water Tint. And this is in the more purpley color. And then the only other thing that I have, and this is kind of a different product because it's very sparkly, is Pat McGrath Fuschia Perfect in her Blitztrance lipstick. So I'm going to put this one up here. So yeah, that even has more pigment. And I always think of this one as not being super pigmented, even though the bullet looks very pigmented. So in comparison to all of these, this is very, very nude and much less pigmented. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my lips and see what I think. So first thing, I like the smell of this, which is good because I feel like smell can be a deal breaker when it comes to lip products. And first of all, if it's really scented, like highly fragranced, sometimes it's just not nice to have a highly fragranced lip product right beneath your nose on your lips. And secondly, my lips can be a little bit sensitive to some fragrances or things that give a smell. And in particular, for me, any sort of peppermint or minty flavor tends to do that. It tends to sensitize my lips and it kind of makes them sometimes a little bit bumpy, sometimes a little bit hard, which I believe is probably like an allergic reaction. This doesn't have this. This is like a nice fruity-ish flavor. It's not super strong. It seems to dissipate pretty quickly, so I would be surprised if this was a problem for anyone. So I did like that. One thing I don't love is this is a little bit light for my skin tone, for my lips. And I think it looks okay right now, but I'll have to see, I'll have to check back once I've worn it for a little bit This seems like something that could maybe gather in the lines of my lips and just look kind of weird. This is lighter than my lip color, which I don't love. So even though this doesn't have a lot of pigment to it, it has I don't want to say like a white base, but it has a lighter base than is probably good for my skin tone. And I'm a light to medium skin tone, maybe trending more towards the light end, but I think I'm pretty in between light and medium. And this is kind of light on me. So if I decide that I like the formula, I might actually choose to get a different one of these. I'm pretty sure when I signed up for this Allure box, I got a $10 credit for their members store. And I think that they have these in there right now for $25. So I'll have to go and see if there's a better color in there for me. But so far, I like the formula. I think the packaging is nice. And I think it was worth the amount that I paid, which was, I think, like $20 or something like that. I think if I had paid more for this box, because this is the main reason I got the box, I'd probably be a little bit disappointed. But this isn't a bad product. I just don't think that I love the color on me. But let's go ahead and look at some of these other products. All right. And you know what? Maybe let's try this. I believe this is a cleansing balm because I can't get some of the stain off. So let's see if this can take it off. Oh, okay. So this is a product that if you push it up, it doesn't really go back down on its own. FYI. So this has a very light, I guess, yeah, geranium and mandarin smell. That sounds accurate. It seems like a pretty innocuous smell. I like it. Might give my skin some problems if I used it too much. Let's see if this can get off some of the stains. This doesn't really feel like a cleanser. This definitely feels more like a balm. Doesn't really seem to be taking off the stain at all. But I'm not sure if I'm using it the right way. Let's read the directions. This does feel like it would make a nice face mask, actually. I don't know if I'd like applying this because it's kind of stiff, but I don't know. As a cleanser, this would be a very light cleanser, like kind of one of those oil cleansers that doesn't really take very much off. I guess once I like take it off with a towel, it's a little bit better. But I'm having to put it on a lot of force, so probably wouldn't use this as a cleanser. I mean, I need to use this a few more times, and I imagine in conjunction with water, it probably works a little bit better. It definitely seems more like a balm product, like something you would just put on your skin and leave on rather than a cleanser. But I do like how it smells. All right, what next? You know, I've been curious about the Commodity Milk Plus. And I think, yeah, I think that means that it's bold, has a little bit more of a smell than the non-bold. And if I remember correctly, I have gotten the regular one previously in an Allure box, and I'm pretty sure I gave it away. Because it wasn't a bad smell. I don't think I cared for it. Let's go ahead and spray those. Okay, so that is stronger than the regular one. I can kind of tell that off the bat. There's almost a spiciness to it. Maybe it's some other note. There is something in here that I don't like. There's something in here that smells different from the regular one. And it's possible that because I'm smelling it directly from my wrist, I'm smelling it too directly. I don't know if I'm going to like this. I'm going to let this sit on my skin for a little bit, and then we can come back to that. In the meantime, let's get into the brow wax. Now, I was kind of curious about this product too, because I've actually never tried a brow wax before, and I've always thought about it, because I like brushing my eyebrows a certain way, but I've never tried to get them to like hold. And I'm kind of curious what that would be like. This really does not want to open. All right, so this is a cute little container. See how waxy it is. So I've never tried one of these products before, so I don't really know what they're supposed to feel like. This one feels kind of like between like a wax and a gel. It doesn't feel super waxy to me. There's a wetness to this that I wouldn't expect out of something called a wax, as someone who's never used this kind of product before. Well, this will be fun to play around with. See if it holds my brows at all, or if it'll just be too heavy on my brows. Because that is one thing about sort of the reason that I never try these kinds of products is I don't want to feel like my brows have wax in them. I would just kind of like something to go in there and give a little bit of hold, but not feel heavy or waxy or tacky, you know? So I'll be interested to try that. Now this one, I haven't tried a Lush product in a long time. So, and it looks like all of these were made pretty recently. Let's go ahead and open this. It has like a nice, very light, herbally, fruity smell. It's very light. It's not a very fragrant product to me, which is probably good. I find exfoliators, at least with my skin, if an exfoliator is really fragranced, it can really sensitize my skin. So this will be interesting. Oh, this is a lot thicker than I thought it would be. Oh, I thought it was going to be like liquidy. It's very creamy. Huh. It has a bit of grit to it, like there's salt or something in there, but it's very finely ground. So it feels like there's a physical exfoliation going on in here. Let's see, maybe I should actually read. Gentle exfoliants, fresh juices, blah blah blah. How am I actually supposed to use this? Massage over face to gently cleanse and exfoliate, then rinse off and pat dry. Okay, so you just massage in and then you rinse it off. Okay. So yeah, it feels like there's some physical exfoliants in here. I imagine that there might be some acids in here as well. Actually, let's look at what's in here. So we have oils. Okay, so bamboo stem extract. That probably has some, I think bamboos are silicates. So I think there's probably some silica type stuff from there. You got a nut powder of some sort. I guess I can't really see everything because of the sticker. And then there's fruit juices. And if there's a pineapple juice in here, so yeah, there is. Then there's probably some chemical exfoliation happening from that. But I imagine most of the exfoliation you will get from this is from the bamboo extract, the nut grindings or whatever those were. It feels very finely ground. So I'm going to go and wash this off. So my skin does feel more smooth. I mean, it feels like I've put an exfoliator over it. And I think that the oils also kind of soften the area as well. So it does feel really nice. This is something I feel like would be really nice when you're taking a bath to just sort of like scrub over your body. Now, me and my skin being as sensitive as it is, I probably will not use this on my face because I just don't want to take that chance. My skin is just very sensitive with a lot of things. But I think if you don't have issues with fragrances or your skin being really sensitive overall, I mean, I think this would be fine to use on your face. And it seems nice. It seems nice. It's not something I'm super excited about, and it is something that I am going to have to remind myself to use up. This isn't something that I would go out and buy myself. I mean, unless I end up using it and liking it a lot. But this is not a reason that I would choose to repurchase this. Also, when I went to wash that off, I could kind of smell this, and this kind of reminds me a lot of This kind of reminds me a lot of By the Fireplace, but there's something about it that I like less than By the Fireplace, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is. There's something in here that is almost, what's the word? Animalic? Is that the kind of note? Where it just smells kind of, I don't want to say sweaty because that's not quite right. That's really not a way to describe what I'm smelling. But there's something in here that doesn't smell sweet or woody or fiery. There's something more, I don't know. I don't particularly like it, but I don't think I'm doing a very good job of describing it as well. This I probably won't keep. I might try it on a couple more times, but I imagine this is something that I'm going to give away. I don't love it. It's okay. I like this a lot better. And that reminds me, I actually need to go through my perfumes and do a declutter sometime. I have a lot of smaller, either minis or I have a lot of samples. And I've been really bad about going through them, so probably include this in there. So our last item here is from Ahava. So I'm pretty sure I got something from them in the past in an Allure box, and I gave it away to a friend, not because it was bad or anything, it was just a hand cream. And I just don't use hand creams. Let's see, but this looks like is this a face moisturizer? Apply daily after cleansing. I guess this is a face moisturizer. Maybe I will see. I guess we can put it on this hand. That's pretty thick. It's a pretty creamy formula. At least just coming out of there. Ooh, that is very creamy. It's not too fragrancy, or at least I can't really smell much of a fragrance. It's just kind of clean smelling. Oh no, there's a fragrance in there. It's just a very clean, light smelling fragrance. Okay, that feels nice. It's very creamy. It has a little bit of occlusiveness. It kind of gives a little bit of a slip, almost a silicone feel, but that might come from the oils. That's actually really nice. I like that. I don't know if I'll use it on my face, but that's really nice, like just as a body lotion. And honestly, I think that this will actually pair really nice with the Happy Skin. Like if you do this as an exfoliator and then after you wipe this off, put this on top, I think these actually pair together really well. This was a smart pairing to put in this box. I still don't know what to do with this. I might have to look up reviews and see what this is about because I like how this smells. I have to say, this packaging feels very cheap. This is a very cheap feeling plasticky packaging. And I don't like how I have to push that back down. I like the smell though. It's very faint, smells faintly of sweet roses and maybe a little bit of citrus. It's nice. This is not something that I would consider as a cleanser though. This is a very odd cleanser if it's supposed to be used as a cleanser. So we'll see. And let's actually check in about this. Let me see how this looks on my lips. So this had already worn off a bit in the, like 30 minutes I've been filming this. So this doesn't seem like something that's going to last long on your lips. It doesn't really seem to stick that well. It feels very comfortable though. And I didn't really notice this gathering in the lines of my lips. So at least I don't have to worry about that. It feels very comfortable. It's very much a lip balm. This is an expensive lip balm in my opinion. I do wish that I had gotten a slightly darker color, although I don't think any of the other colors, there were like 2 nude colors, and this was the cooler toned version. And then there were 2 darker toned ones. Actually, I think it's in here. I think we have swatches. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here's the 2 nude ones. And Nude Lavalliere is the more purpley one, so that's what I chose. Bronze Allure looks very brown. That would probably be a little bit too, or quite too warm toned on me. And Rosewood Beet also looked like it would be too warm toned for me, but honestly, I think maybe I should have gone with Rosewood Beet. because that would have been a bit darker. And this does look just a tad white on my lips. It's not bad. I'll be able to use this, but I would not ever repurchase this color. So I might see what options are available. I want to say that there was a 5th option available on the store. I think it was Pulsating Rosehip, which I think is a pink. So maybe I'll go with that one. But as far as the texture goes, the formulation, I like this. This is nice. But like I said, it really is just an expensive lip balm. I don't think I would want to pay more for an expensive lip balm. I would just buy a lip balm, you know? I will say I like the smell of this quite a lot. And I like how this smells way more than I like how this smells. So, so I'm overall pretty happy. I spent about 20 bucks. I get this product, which I'm going to have fun with. And these two I think I'm going to enjoy. I need to figure out how to use this product. And I will actually have a lot of fun playing around with the brow wax. And I'll let you know if I decide to get another color in this with my Allure store credit. So let me know, did you decide to get a box? And if you did, which color of this did you get? And did you like it? Let me know. All right, so if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.